Chicago, city of broad shoulders, as penned by Carl Sandburg. From north to south, over 26 miles of lakefront, ethnic enclaves, backroom politicking, colorful festivals, noisy transports, coveted parkland, oh, and did we fail to mention? Iconic architecture. Since rising from the ashes of its great fire in 1871, this self-proclaimed second city has been anything but, as it has held the titles of Hog Butcher to the World, world's busiest airport, birthplace of the modern skyscraper, and innovator of architectural design and technology. Yet Chicago is not one to rest on its laurels. Ever restless, this city continues to reinvent itself decade after decade, not content until it's proudly produced and packaged some new and shiny innovation to revolutionize an industry. The dawn of the 21st century has witnessed a sweeping trend impacting almost every aspect of our lives, the sustainability or green movement. Because of its environmental and cost-saving implications, municipalities across the nation have adopted philosophies and practices to take full advantage of this emerging technology. Although Chicago leads the nation in the number of green roofs and LEED certified buildings, it has a way to go before it can be called the greenest city in the U.S. Ranked number 9 on the list of America's greenest cities, Chicago will have to work hard to become number 1. Nevertheless, Chicago, which has rarely retreated in the face of historic opportunity, seems to be setting its sights on this significant designation. Make no mistake, it will not be something haphazardly approached or attained. As 19th century architect and planner Daniel Burnham once said, "Make no small plans, they have no magic to stir men's souls." Yet to achieve leadership status within the green industry necessitates concerted effort and cooperation from more than just a local government, but also the public and private sectors.
Through Chicago's efforts in the green movement, we'll discover what it means to go green in the design industry. What are the advantages? What are the issues? How is it going to be implemented? And what does the future portend for the green industry in Chicago?
Here at Chicago Architecture Today, we will take a broad look at sustainable design and its applications within diverse sectors of Chicago's urban communities. With so many segments of our society seemingly trying to one-up each other in touting environmental responsibility, how much does the average person really know about this rapidly growing trend?
Sustainability,
What do you mean? I guess it's important, I guess. I don't know why, but it is.
Or green.
Okay, I've heard of like white roofing and like plants on top of the roofing and like just recycling water and stuff.
Now, let's see what the official interpretation of green design is. Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. But to put it simply, sustainability is ultimately the capacity to endure, to withstand the tests of time. Thus, many architects make sustainability or green architecture the main goal of their designs. Lest anyone think green architecture is a new or emerging approach, concepts of being eco-friendly have been around longer than we might imagine. As far back as antiquity, ancient Greeks and Romans were using solar orientation and geothermal heating in their designs. Even certain Native American tribes saved energy by using passive heating and rainwater collection. Not until the 19th century, with the advent of the Industrial Revolution, did environmentalism become an important issue again. The United States declared Yellowstone its first national park in 1872, and organizations like the Sierra Club advocated green policies. Not until the 1950s was air pollution seriously examined, and soon the rise of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere was recognized as a big problem. Environmentalism gained wide support in the 70s with the founding of Earth Day and the Environmental Protection Agency. By the 90s, the Energy Star and LEED programs had been established, along with several other pieces of green legislation. Since then, architects worldwide have been working to design the most sustainable buildings possible. Of course, you may be thinking, that was then, but what is the impact of all that history on me and my community today? Former Chicago Mayor Richard M. Daley took major steps to initiate the green movement here. Inspired by what he saw in many European and Asian cities, Mayor Daley began transforming Chicago step by step by updating construction codes and founding new environmental initiatives. New trees were planted, new fences and planters were installed, and a large number of green roofs were built. But perhaps no project has better defined Daley's effort to legitimize his commitment to establishing Chicago as a leader in the green movement than the construction of Millennium Park.